In the shadow of the Golden Dome, not far from the Word of Life mural that some refer to as Touchdown Jesus, two programs that when they get together, the drama is high. Miami comes into South Bend to take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame in a rematch of what was a thriller a season ago. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. For more on this matchup, let's go down to Holly Road.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami and Notre Dame. This is the matchup that helped to decide the bracket last year. As you know, the committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Notre Dame's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Mensah. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Mack has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Run in the red zone, it's Williams. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Carr. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Carr. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They strike first.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. A little space. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got a man, it's Vaughn. Still running at the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Hurricanes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Throwing, Mensah. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Going to the run, it's Fletcher. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession.
There's some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's just, it's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
He'll bring it out. It's Perez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run the option. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Carr. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Looking for room at the 25. Racing to the right. 30. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Get this drive going from the 17. Here's Mensah to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop.
Pick off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action, Carr. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the stats and what has been a high-scoring early part of this game. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's Carr to throw. Working the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. And this was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination. So now here he is. And he's not playing in a Power 4 conference by any stretch, but he feels like with this coaching staff, he's a better fit in this system, and he thinks he's going to have a big year.
And this is something we don't talk about as much, man. There's a lot of talent that also comes down now. So there's talent going up, yes, to new places, but these are really talented kids that don't necessarily get to start, but he's got obviously the name. He's got some ability, some skill. Interested to see him, new coaching staff, new environment, new start, to see if we see the best version of him.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's caught. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out and gets his receiver?
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. Play before you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you've got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. The pass rush comes through for you to create a negative play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
It'll be 3rd and long. Mensah. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead
a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Mobley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the pressure. Complete to the left. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Throwing, Mensah. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Irish! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Canes want to move quickly.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Goes to the option. The pitch. There's a crease. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Jacobs. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mensah. Oh, they're after him. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
The Canes are in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those...
He's got it! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Jacob. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Mensa fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Move 40, Wilkes. Move 40, Wilkes.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense does the work itself with the pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And right down the middle. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Here's a heat. Avoids the punishment with the slide and a good gain on that run. And the Canes in the hurry up. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires on the move. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trying to keep this drive alive. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Mensah. Back open in the middle. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TV runs, you got to have that balance.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here.
He's loose. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He'll try to do it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mensah. He's got him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Running inside, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Finding some room. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of...
Snags it, and there's running room.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Takes a shot. Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.